Hello everyone and welcome back to the Galactopod where we talk about a galaxy worth of different topics. My name is Nico.
My name is Logan.
And today we are doing Season 1 of Percy Jackson because Season 2 is currently airing. The final episode comes out on Wednesday. We're recording this on Sunday. So next week's episode is going to be Season 2. This week's episode is going to be Season 1. But because Season 1 came out, I want to say 2021... we're also going to be doing similar to what we did last week with the wish list for Doomsday of what we want, what we don't want to see in the movie. We're going to be doing the same thing, but for the DCU as a whole, for the whole cinematic universe. But we'll start with Percy Jackson Season 1. I had watched it before, but I rewatched it so I could review it. You hadn't watched it before, and you haven't touched Season 2.
No,
right?
I have not touched Season 2.
All right.
But I will say, I grew up on these books. I read that.
Yeah, we both grew up on these
those.
Those
are my first actual books I ever read. I've reread all of them a lot. I've read pretty much the whole connected universe, the Magnus Chase, the Kane Chronicles, most of the Apollo Trials.
Yeah, I haven't read. I read Percy Jackson and then I read the Heroes of Olympus books, but I never went beyond that. I don't think. But yeah, you just want to start the Season 1 review now?
Do you want to switch it up and do cons instead of pros?
Yeah, we can start with cons. You start first.
I don't know. We got to do the out of 10.
Oh, out of 10. Okay, yeah. So our review or our rating out of 10 for Season 1 of Percy Jackson on 3. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 6.5.
I was
7.5, really?
Well, I didn't.
That's way higher than I thought you would.
I was gonna put it lower. I'm gonna be so for real, but I'm like, this might be out of personal bias. This might be me nitpicking too much.
No, bro.
So I was trying to be unbiased and say it's for a GA, it's probably a 7.5.
For a GA, bro. No, I don't know. I thought it was underwhelming. So
it was underwhelming. There's specific points that was underwhelming.
Yeah. Do you want to start with the cons? You want to give
your
your first
I'll
con?
go with a kind of a medium one.
A medium one, okay.
Gabe's character completely different from the book. Sally's as well.
Okay, but just because it's different from the book,
but it makes the actual characters of Sally and everything, it makes less sense because in the books he's an asshole, he's abusive, he's basically a deadbeat kinda, even though he's not actually Percy's dad, but all he does is smoke and gamble. And that's why you get that nice scene at the end of the first book where Percy mails the Medusa's head back and she fucking turns Gabe into a statue and I think mails him to Olympus.
Yeah.
That's actually, I'm not gonna say important scene in the book, but it's a nice, good, emotional scene in the book. That's just, you can't do that in the movie no more. Because this dude was basically just Sally's puppy dog. Instead, he was just Sally's slightly sarcastic puppy dog.
I think the thing is that it's also, it's a Disney Plus show. So I don't think they were gonna do all that. So, I see what you mean,
it being a Disney Plus show absolutely nerfed it on a lot of things.
Yeah, I have some points that go with that as well. But I'm gonna give mine. This is a pretty big con, a pretty long one that I have, and it's the entirety of episode 1. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, the opening sequence with Mrs. Dodds was so insanely rushed, and there's no real suspense.
This kind of goes with one of my
during during that sequence. There's no real suspense like there was in the book. In the book, that moment is built up because that's the first introduction Percy gets to the actual Greek world, and that's not just seeing a fucking
Pegasus,
Pegasus randomly on a roof. That's his first real interaction with the Greek world, and it felt so insanely rushed.
And him knowing
that was just so bad.
Yeah, there were a lot of things that this is why I kind of wanted I tried not to nitpick and try to be unbiased, despite I really wanted to nitpick. I'm gonna be honest, if it was just my personal rating, I would have said 5.5.
Yeah, but there's more thing about episode 1. So okay, in episode 1, I feel it throws you into the whole world way too quickly.
Yeah, Percy knowing how to use the sword right away pissed me off.
It throws you into the world way too quickly because Percy already has all the answers because of everything his mom told him, even though that's more of a whole season thing.
Them changing that as well, oh my god.
Yeah, he already has all the answers. He already knows how to use the sword. He kind of moves on very quickly after his mom quote unquote dies, and he just goes to start having fun with Luke even before he learns that he could get her back. And he's just kind of thrown into this situation, and he's and it kind of seems like he's not really fazed by it. And it's dude,
him having the fun doesn't I think that was kind of a writing thing, but also in the books, it's also he goes around with Luke and stuff a lot in the books as well.
Yes, but he's not as happy-go-lucky as he is and like joking around like right after his fucking mom died. But yeah, like that I didn't like, and I felt like episode 1 just as a whole had almost no good parts about it story-wise, and especially just pacing-wise. I thought pacing-wise, episode 1 was the worst one of the whole season. Like in terms of pacing, like it felt like
episode 1.
Yes,
there's a different episode I was thinking of.
Really? Well, I really didn't like episode 1. I really didn't like episode 1.
That was another. I don't even have it written down just because it was on my head. The way they changed the entire like first 4 chapters of that book and complete, like, bro, it being like them, it being he sees Grover before going there, before like, because normally in the books is Grover like meets them in the car, like they never make it to the cabin.
Yeah.
And then the Minotaur crashes their car then. And it's like, having Percy having everything explained to him makes the beginning of the scene at the camp just a bit less, like, interactive, I would say. Because it's like, it's because he's going in there and he's literally like, what? What? Like, this is all, like, new to me other than, like, some stuff that I thought I was crazy for saying.
But I'm saying, we got one shot. They showed Camp in, like, this, like, big way. Yeah. And then, but once he's there, he's not, like, looking around in awe or nothing. He's just like, oh, okay, I'm here now. And like I don't know, like I understand you're not gonna fucking keep everything from the book word for word. Like I understand you can't do that because like that's just how it is. But like at the same time, like, bro, keep the core elements. Don't make it feel like if you're gonna include a moment from the book, don't because the problem is this may be a problem with the whole season. Is that they included so many key moments from the book without the book's build up to those moments. And the thing, they didn't add any sort of their own build up to those moments that was as good, if not better than the books. They didn't do that. So it just made those key moments seem underwhelming. That's why, like, when I talk about, like, Miss Dodds felt super rushed. And, like, Percy getting to camp felt super rushed. In episode 1.
No, yeah, bro. I'm gonna be honest. My next one, because it's being a Disney Plus show, nerfed it. Because, bro, the designs for the monsters were so kiddie.
I thought the Minotaur was okay.
The Minotaur was okay. Like,
I thought the Minotaur was decent. I don't mind that one.
Cerberus. It was literally just it was just a Rottweiler. That's all it was. Yeah, like Cerberus is supposed to be a literal feral looking It is supposed to be like not an undead, but he literally guards the gates of death. Yeah. He should not look like a Rottweiler puppy dog, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was that was kind of bad.
And then like Miss Dodds, I was kind of 50-50. I actually kind of like Miss Dodds' design, but
her design wasn't bad. I just didn't like the whole.
Yeah, the whole sequence.
Yeah, the whole sequence, but yeah. Is that your con?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, I'll just get my next one. And I want to preface this by saying I'm about to talk about Annabeth. And I'm not about to talk about her in terms of, like, I have no issue with the race swap. Because...
No, I preferred her, like, appearance swap over every other one. Like, I feel like she did it better than everyone else.
Here's the thing. Like, going into episode... Or not episode. Season 2... Because, like, spoilers for season 2, because I've watched every episode up until the finale at this point, because it hasn't come out yet. I actually really like her in season 2. Mm-hmm. But I kind of forgot how bad her dialogue is in season 1.
Yeah, that was a book thing, though.
So, no, but here's the thing. Here's what I have written down. I feel like the introduction of both Annabeth and Luke have some very corny dialogue that was kind of made worse by, like, kind of subpar acting. And, like, after finishing the season, like, rewatching the whole season... Annabeth's, like, acting and the way she delivers certain dialogues is genuinely so atrocious at times. Like, I did not remember it being that bad. Like, I remember watching some scenes where she's talking, and, like, especially if it's, like, a one-on-one scene with someone else, or, like, whatever it is. Like, she was better in, like, group scenes, but when it was, like, a one-on-one scene, bro, and she would say something, I genuinely, like, look at my screen and be like, there's no way that's the take they decided to go with. Because, like, she just delivered that line terribly. And I don't know if that's, like, an actor thing. I don't know if that's, like, a director thing. But, dude, there's so many times I watched her, like, deliver lines of dialogue. And I'm just like, you know, like, you like, either this girl needs to get better at acting, or you guys need to give her some better dialogue. Because, like, it's just not working, bro.
I liked it, but I see what you mean in a few spots. But I think for the most part, I liked her acting. Like, I liked her more than Grover.
Really? I thought Grover was better.
I thought Grover did okay.
I thought Grover.
But I feel like
I didn't like how Grover acted in the Lotus scene.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like that at all.
But I thought for the rest of the season he was better. I'll say this though, I don't think it's much of a spoiler, but in season 2, all 3 of them, like, their acting definitely improves.
But yeah, it's just because they got older though.
Yeah, their acting definitely improves.
Shit, let me see if I got the next one. We kind of already mentioned this, but just actually no, I'll say this one because it's not as important. The camera work in some of the scenes, especially of Percy, like they have that one angle where they're like a little low and below his face, and you see him like looking, like it's like, bro, because shots like that are good, but they did it like 40 times.
Which shot though?
Like, I mean, bro, you know the one I'm talking about, where the camera was like a little below his face to the left or some shit, and it's like you see him like looking around like scared. It's like, bro, and it's like that is kind of nitpicky, but that is also something that has to be said. Because you can't be using the same exact shot of one character. Because they did it in the first episode.
I didn't really notice it, to be honest.
They did it in the first episode a few times. They did it in the last few episodes a lot.
I don't know. I barely noticed, I'm going to be honest. But, hey, is that your whole thing? Okay. I'll get my next one. This one's also pretty short. Like, this kind of also goes into the whole pacing issue of the whole season, which I'll get into. That's like my last con.
That's my last one as well.
But Alecto and Medusa's death scenes were like so rushed and underwhelming. It was just crazy. Like, it's crazy to me that like
Alecto was the bad guy?
Alecto was the one who was hiding outside of Medusa's little thing.
Okay, yeah.
And like her death scene was so insanely bad.
And the guy with the beds.
And the guy with the beds. And I feel like Medusa's one was still bad because it's like you don't even see them coming up with a plan, like in order to kill her. And like it's just like it feels like the solution to every single one of their problems in this season is use Annabeth Sat.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, no, bro, I can't remember his fucking name, but the guy with the beds. It literally was Percy just talk shit for a second.
I think it's like Crustaceous or something.
Crustaceous, yeah. He was an old son of Poseidon. That's all I remember. Yeah. And it literally like Annabeth just walks up and pushes on the hat, which is like, bro. In the books, you see Percy and like Percy knows everything about him. In the books, you see Percy actually get caught in one of the beds. He's getting literally pulled apart, and Annabeth saves him. It adds to her character and their like dynamic. And it's like you just took that out of the show for what?
I don't know. I don't think like. I'm not mad at them taking certain shit out of the books. I'm mad that, like, if you're going to take certain shit out of the books that people like, you've got to do something else that works. And I felt like a lot of the shit they did was just, let's take shit out of the books because it's not going to fit in the episode, but let's just keep that key moment or that key plot point. But then that makes those plot points just feel underwhelming and feel rushed. But yeah, you can give your next one.
I'm going to save the pacing one for the end because I have that too.
Yeah, we both have pacing ones at the end, but...
Oh, this one. Oh my god, this one made me mad. The way that they changed, like, Grover being awake during the fight with the Minotaur, and the way they changed that everyone knew that Hades took his mom, and all of that. Mm-hmm. Like, that was stupid to me. Because especially from Chiron. Because, dude, is it Chiron or Chiron? Chiron. Bro, that motherfucker is trained here. He's supposed to be, like, the most empathetic person ever. Or centaur ever.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're telling me you're just fine with this kid watching his mom get literally abducted by Hades. And then it takes away from the prophet, or did they even do the green mist?
The green mist?
From the prophet in the top of the big house, in the attic?
The oracle? Yeah, they did the oracle green mist. That's where he saw Gabe.
Oh, yeah, okay. But them taking it takes away from the oracle, takes away from, like, her, because if everyone already knows where his mom is.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like, I would understand if Dionysus knew. But
I didn't like Dionysus in this season, bro.
I don't know. Like, they changed his character. I really didn't feel like... I feel like it was a net neutral to me.
I don't know. I feel like they thought they could get away with it because no one really cares that much about Dionysus. But it was just... I don't know. It kind of, like, bugged me. I don't know.
Yeah. But, like, them changing that scene... Like, Grover, you yourself are not a person. You should know what it looks like when someone from your species or any other monster species dies. Like, your body doesn't just stay there, bro. You, like, disintegrate. And it's like, bro, that scene... Like, them changing that scene, it just seemed like a massive plot hole to me. Or not a plot hole, but like...
It was a weird creative choice. They made a lot of weird creative choices with like what they were going to keep and what they were going to take out.
Because I think, bro, because it's a Disney Plus show, they were trying to dumb it down. Like, it's already a book. It's already a book targeted towards like younger
But
audiences.
I'll say this though, like I put this in my notes too. Like with the way they tried dumbing it down, if I hadn't have read any of the books before going into this season, and like this is my first exposure to the IP, I would be lost as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Especially after episode 1, where I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Because you get almost no explanation for what's happening because Percy just already knows, so he doesn't question it. So it's like in the book, like obviously it helps because you have his internal dialogue and stuff, but like he literally doesn't know what the fuck is happening either. So it helps because you're learning along as he does. But it doesn't work as well if he already knows fucking everything and you're just watching him go through all this shit. But yeah, should I give mine now?
Yeah, you could. I only have my only one left is the pacing.
I have like 2 more left after this before the pacing, but this is kind of a nitpick, but I also have I want to preface it by saying I'm the biggest fan that I am out of anything in Star Wars. So I'm the last person to hate on a child actor because when Jake Lloyd got casted as like Kid Anakin in episode 1, I still am like so mad about how much hate he got for that role. So like I never want to hate on kid actors. I did not like Kid Percy though.
Yeah,
because here's the thing. This part is a nitpick. He had brown eyes. That kind of that kind of did bug me. But
I like
another thing is just
me and you already spent so long talking about like the casting decisions, and it's like personally, like for me personally, I don't care about race swapping character or like changing an appearance of a character because it's not really a race swap, but changing the appearance of a character as long as their appearance didn't matter. Like for Annabeth, her appearance didn't, like the only thing about her appearance you could argue mattered was her blue eyes, and that's because they made her look they were piercing. They made her look intelligent, which I feel like her actress does a good job of just looking like she knows what she's doing. Yeah. So it's like that's why I don't care. That's why I don't care about Grover being swapped, because it's like as long as you just make him look like not masculine, like demasculated, it's good. But for Percy, them swapping him around because he's actually his tan skin, his green eyes, his like wave touched hair is how they described it. That's actually kind of important for him. And it's
I don't care how much about like I feel like Walker does a good job.
Yeah, Walker does a really good job, and like that's why I give it a pass. Is because Walker, when you see interviews, you can tell he is actually like a fan of the source material. He's actually dedicated to the role,
sure.
So that's why I give him a pass.
But yeah, no. In terms of Kid Percy though, number one, the eyes really bothered me for some reason.
Oh, you're talking about like Kid Percy?
Yeah, like in the flashback
scenes. Yeah.
I didn't really like that, and I also like I don't know some of the way like as good as like I don't think he was terrible. But like obviously he's a kid. I doubt they I doubt they spent like a bunch of time trying to recruit a good kid who's like a really good actor.
Yeah, that kid was no older than like 7.
Yeah, like he was okay, but I think him not being great made the actor for Sally stand out so much more, because that's one of my pros. I thought Sally was amazing.
Yeah, they changed her character a lot, but I didn't mind it as much.
Yeah, I thought Sally was fucking great.
The only reason I didn't like how they changed her character is because of that scene at the beginning where she just explains everything.
Yeah, but all right, just give your next one.
No, because that's a big point in the books. That like Sally knows what's happening, but as a hero, you need to discover your own journey.
Yeah,
that's like a big point they make in the first like 2 books. No, my next one's just the pacing. Just do whatever your last one.
Okay, I have 2 more left. They could probably both be grouped together. I thought the CGI when they're underwater was bad. Like the scene of Percy
when
talking,
he's getting the pearls.
Getting the pearls. Like they're like, if you look closely, it was obviously like added voice afterwards, because the voice isn't like synced up with his lips.
Yeah,
and like it just looks bad. And I thought that was bad. I thought also, this is my exact note that I have written down. The underworld in Olympus looks terrible, Goyslop. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought they were both just like gray, boring, monotone.
I can understand the
like we had no grand shots looking at the whole of the fucking like.
Yeah, because here's my thing with the underworld. It should like it's supposed to be very dark, okay? But I'm pretty sure there's like the rivers or like there's one river that like glows white and shit.
Yeah, but the river Styx was just like a normal ass river. And
it should have
bro, when I was reading the books as a kid and I'm reading about the river Styx, I'm thinking about like some like crazy shit,
some like Grand Dwarf shit, bro. Like,
and like you see the river Styx in the show, it's like, bro, you could barely see it. You could literally barely see it.
No, except for when you saw the ball floating down the river, I didn't even know it was there.
Yeah, no, I knew it was there because they mentioned it in dialogue, but you could like in terms of like you could barely see it. Like if I just looked at that shot where the river Styx was in, I would not have seen it because
this is also another. This is the whole underworld design. Like, bro, I said it to you because I watched episode 7 right next to you. Charon's design, bro. It looks like what they did with no, Charon, the guy who has the boat to the underworld.
Oh yeah.
Bro, he just looked like shitty Palpatine. Like he looked like the later movies Palpatine, where they just put the hood and they just like black his face out. I'm like, dude, I'm like, maybe I'm misremembering this, but I swear in the books he's described as a skeleton.
I don't remember that. Yeah, but
maybe I'm misremembering that, but still.
Yeah, but do you want to give your pacing one first, or do you want me to do it?
Oh my god. We're probably both gonna end up overlapping, so I'll just start with the pacing.
Okay.
Their decisions with the pacing were god awful. Like some scenes go through. I'm saying you can go through the scene in probably 20 seconds. And some scenes are drawn out for probably half an episode.
Yeah.
Like, okay, since we were just talking about episode 7, the fight with the bed guy, whatever his name was.
Dude, it was over like this.
It was over like this. Literally, like, there was nothing. Like, that fight is actually supposed to be one of the first, like, main scenes where we see Annabeth starts to have, like, more of a connection to Percy. Because she makes the comment, like, oh, you're taller now, or you can, like, stuff like that. Bro, it was over like that, and then it was just a few comedic dialogues while they're waiting to go into the underworld. Yeah. Then you go into the underworld, just them looking around, them standing on top of the wall. That takes like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That I don't understand that, bro. That scene was not as important. Like, I know you wanted to show the underworld, but you didn't even do good with the underworld design. Like, it's not like you had some crazy visuals that you wanted to show off because you worked so hard. Bro, you literally just took a dusty room, and that was what your underworld looked like.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, but I'll start with mine because I said a little bit different than you did. The pacing of the entire series is obviously terrible, but what I'm saying is that I think a lot of it comes down to the format of Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
Because we see it with Star Wars, right? We see it with the MCU TV shows. We're seeing it with Percy Jackson. So it's clearly just like a Disney Plus thing where they're doing these 8-episode long seasons that only really have like 30 to 35 minutes of actual screen time, excluding credits and recap. And that's just not enough.
And the credits were long as shit every episode.
It's just like, bro, in some there was like 7 minutes of credits.
Yeah, the last episode, the credits started like 9 minutes, like with 9 minutes.
But I'm saying, like, it's just not enough. Because there's so many episodes where the key plot points that they take from the book, they feel rushed or they feel messy and underwhelming because they aren't giving time to like shine or to breathe. And it just doesn't work like that. Oh, and no. I told you this before, like when we weren't recording, like when like a few days ago. I think they might be able to get away with it for the first 5 books with this Disney Plus show format. But if they ever want to adapt Heroes of Olympus, you have to completely disregard this format.
Here's my thing, and this isn't really. This is something I was thinking.
Hold on, let me finish. Because I also have a list of the screen time or the amount of runtime of these episodes, excluding recap and credits. Right? Episode 1, 33 minutes of actual screen time. Episode 2, 38 minutes. Episode 3, 39 minutes. In my opinion, episode 4 and 6 were the worst ones. And the reason why is because episode 4 was 29 minutes of actual screen time. Episode 5, you're back up to 34, but episode 6, 28 minutes of actual screen time. Episode 7 is 35, and episode 8 is 37.
And episode 6 was not such a nothing. Like, bro, I hated how they did I said it too. I so much preferred the Lotus Hotel in the movies.
That's what I'm saying. Episode 4 and 6 were my least favorite after this show. I'm like, damn, why were those like the worst ones? Because those are like episode 6 especially is when you're starting to actually get into like the climax of the season. And I checked the runtimes. I realized it's because episode 6 is 28 minutes long of actual runtime. It's like, dude, because also you gotta realize like it's not as bad. It's still bad when we're watching it, but it's not as bad because all the episodes are out at once. Dude, like,
if that was coming out,
imagine you're waiting week to week, and like you wait an entire week for an episode for it to have 28 minutes of actual screen time. That's terrible. That's not sustainable. I don't know. Like when I said they might be able to get away with it for the first 5 books with this format, bro, you're not gonna get away with it like that. The only way you're gonna get away with it is if you have episodes like episode 2, like episode 7, episode 8 that had 38 minutes, 35 minutes, 37 minutes of actual screen time.
Yeah.
That's the only way you might be able to get away with it. You're not going to get away with books like book 3, book 4, book 5 if you have episodes in it that are 29 minutes long, 28 minutes long.
Because book 4 is when like all of the books obviously have action, but once you get to books 4 and 5, for those who haven't read the actual Percy Jackson series, especially book 4, bro, we were talking about
much
this.
shit happens,
So many new characters.
I was gonna say, you
so
can't
much
get
stuff
away with
happening.
having a 28-minute long episode and a 29-minute long episode in the same season for that show or for that season. You can't get away with that.
Especially in Heroes of Olympus, because Heroes of Olympus introduces a whole new cast.
Yeah,
You
I
have
already,
to develop that
I already
cast.
said this. I'll repeat myself. Dude, if they want to adapt Heroes of Olympus, either do it in a movie, do it with movies, or completely disregard this format of the shows you have right now.
No, I think a show would be better. It's just you just have to completely change the format.
Not only would you have to completely change the format, I feel like you have to kind of up the maturity level as well. You have to up the maturity level. You have to make the seasons longer. If you're going to stick with 8 episodes, then you have to make the runtime an hour for each one. You just have to.
Yeah, an hour and a half.
You have to. You pretty much have to. Because those books are way too big, way too expansive, way too many main characters to focus on.
To even start, the Heroes of Olympus books are already just larger. Like, the smallest Heroes of Olympus book is larger than the largest Percy Jackson book.
Exactly. That's why you have to.
And it's like there's so much more like actually happening in that world. You have the core 7, which we're not gonna talk about Heroes of Olympus because it's actually kind of unrealistic. We get that show, just because. And here's what I was gonna say earlier. I feel like the only time, like, bro, doing shows like this where you base it off of a book about kids, the only way it will ever work is if you write everything before you go in and then just film pretty much everything back. Like the Harry Potter movies, I think, are the only successful movies to have done it.
Yeah, because they
filmed every summer.
They filmed every summer. They did everything every year. So like the characters aged naturally. Dude, season 2. I've already watched.
I've obviously seen it.
Dude, the difference between Grover from season 1 to season 2, the difference between Percy season 1 and season 2. Annabeth changed the least, but like,
and even then she still looks a lot different.
Exactly. So it's like, it's just.
And it happened, like, this was a big complaint with the Stranger Things as well. Yes. Yeah. It's like you have a character who looks in 25 getting babied by his mother. Like, dude.
Yeah, it's just But
hey, Brent, I told you there was no blue pancakes. 1 out of 10 season.
Blue pancake. There was blue pancakes.
Was there? Oh, was that in the camp?
No, it was at the end of the season.
Oh, the end.
But
all right, 2 out of 10 season. Fuck.
You want to go with the pros?
Oh shit, yeah, let me get mine out. I don't have that many pros. I have
a bit of pros.
I thought they did the actual fight scenes, the actual fight scenes that they didn't just use Annabeth's cap for. Like the Minotaur fight scene, they did a lot better than I thought they would.
Yeah. I agree. Okay, this, like, my first one is, I thought the visuals looked good at times. The CGI was decent at times.
When it wasn't super kiddie, it looked good.
No, it wasn't, because there's just some flat, not even just forget kiddie, there's just some flat out bad moments. But I thought there were other moments where it was genuinely good. Especially with the Minotaur. I thought it was good.
Yeah, I really liked the Minotaur.
I thought when they made like the effects with the water when Percy was using his powers, I thought that was good.
Or like when they showed the bro, because I got my hopes up because when they showed the Pegasus at the start of the show, it actually looked decent. So I got my hopes up going in.
Yeah.
But it's like, but here's
the Pegasus looks better in season 2. I'll say that.
It does. Do we get the talking Pegasus? Is that season 2?
No,
that's not till later in the books. I think that's not till like book 4.
It's fine. We're not gonna talk about that right now. But give me your next one.
My next pro?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't have many pros. I'll say this.
Because we got like 10 minutes to get to the pros.
Yeah. In terms of dialogue, like I feel like there was a lot of dialogue.
This is your pros, really, the dialogue?
No, I'm being very specific about this.
Okay.
There were certain dialogue that I liked because it was literally straight from the book. Like the first.
Can I make an off-topic comment? I didn't like the way they used Seaweed Brain and Wise Girl in this series. I think they dropped it like 2 or 3 times each. I hated it every time. It just came off bad.
Yeah. Well, because I think I don't know, bro. Because that's actually like their nicknames when they're dating as well. So if they don't actually like
because those nicknames do start in like book 1. To be fair,
no, they start in book 1.
But it's like, dude, it's just the way they delivered the lines. I thought Annabeth's actor delivered her lines pretty bad at times. I thought Percy's actor Walker was like better at delivering his lines in season 1. But every time he said "wise girl," I just cringed, bro. Because it was just something, like, to be fair, it is kind of a hard nickname to just say naturally, but like it just still made me cringe. I don't know.
No, yeah, but I feel like some of the dialogue they pull from the books, I actually liked it because you're just sticking straight to the first like line of the show, where he's like I'm warning you now, or whatever. I don't remember the full line, but I actually really like that as well.
Oh yeah. No,
It's just, but like I feel like
did
at
you like
times,
the way they did the "you drool when you sleep" in the show?
it wasn't the worst. I wouldn't hate it because in the books it's like similar.
No,
it's
in
different
the books he's wide awake. Bro.
Yeah, he's wide awake.
She's like walking him around camp when she says it too. I think.
No, it was in the room. It was the first. It was the first thing she said to him. I remember that.
Yeah, but I don't know.
It's like I didn't hate it. Like there was definitely things I hated more.
Yeah.
Like I feel like okay, Luke's actors like delivery of a lot of lines in that first episode were also not great. That's
yeah,
Colin's
not
though.
great.
Hold on, let's move past that.
Yeah, but
I don't know,
okay.
like one line.
I'll get my next one. I thought Grover was probably like a really good casting. I think he was the second best casting. I think Sally was the best one. Grover was the second best casting because I feel like he's the most believable, in my opinion, to be ripped straight from the book.
No, yeah, because in the books, like that.
Like,
that's
in terms
why
of appearance, no. But like, I'm not gonna lie, Grover's appearance never really mattered anyways.
this is why I say the appearance doesn't matter. It's because Grover, bro, like, it doesn't.
Like, as long as you're not having
anything.
Alan Richardson, a super buff guy, play
like
Grover,
you literally
it's
just have
fine.
to that was one thing about the movies is they got like a short dude who looked like he played like fucking high school football or something.
Yeah.
Like you just
Yeah,
have
Grover was way too attractive in the movies. I'm sorry. Like I don't care if I sound gay for saying that, he just was.
Yeah, bro, the Who's do something.
Literally,
no, bro. But like for certain characters, like you just have to look at like what their character is supposed to mean, especially in the which like I feel like they did that good with Grover and Annabeth. I have problems with Percy looks wise, but I think Walker Scobell does an amazing job. Or like in terms of actually,
in season 2, I think looks, even with the different color hair and the different color eyes, he does give more Percy based on, like, just strictly off of looks in season 2, in my opinion.
Yeah. And it is kind of biased because I did grow up on these books. I've spent so much time reading like looking into like fan art and different like stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like
yeah, I had such an image in my head because of those fan art.
I had the image.
Yeah.
That's why. Oh my god! Can I even go into what I want about Jason?
Don't talk about Jason.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. We're gonna skip that.
Yeah, because we gotta.
Okay. You wanna move? You wanna just move?
Yeah. Give your next one.
My next one was. Like you already said it though. It was just the choppy visual effects. Like because sometimes they were really good, sometimes they were really bad.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my last one.
Okay. I'll just run through the rest of mine then. I thought Camp Half-Blood in this show was insanely good. I thought it was way better than what we got in the movies.
I will say
way better.
I loved Camp Half-Blood minus the cabins.
I thought the cabins were okay. I didn't like.
They weren't.
I thought
big
the
enough.
Poseidon one was good. I didn't like the only other one we saw was the Hermes cabin.
It wasn't big enough. That was my problem. Like the indoors, like I know it's not described as massive in the books, but you're picturing it, especially like when you picture like the Zeus cabin and all of that. I assumed like Zeus would be the biggest, but the rest would be like around the same size, like just massive like halls basically.
I didn't assume that. I thought it was
because they have to fit.
I
like,
thought it'd be really crowded. That's how I always pictured it.
I thought it'd be crowded, but I thought it would still be pretty big. It's like I don't know, because there was like 4 bunk beds and then the sleeping bag, like.
Nah, there was more than 4, bro.
It was not a lot, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, but okay, I'll get my next one. I thought the scene in episode 2 where Percy prays to his mom is so good because it's one of the first moments where the show actually lets the moment breathe.
Yeah, where he has like the fireworks.
I thought that was the first objectively good scene of the show. Was when him praying to his mom with the blue M&Ms, burning it.
No, I feel like the scene versus him versus the Minotaur was good.
Okay, no, that's a good action scene, but I'm talking about the good, objectively good scene.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Is that one because like you can feel like the actor does a really good job. You could feel how angry he is at Poseidon. You could feel how much he misses his mom, wants to talk to her again. That scene is just really good in my opinion. I don't know, I just really liked it. I'll get my next one. I thought the Poseidon claiming Percy scene was pretty good. Because it's way better than what I remember from the movie version.
The movie, bro, because the movie he doesn't get claimed. He literally just shows up in Poseidon's cabin.
Oh, well then, yeah, that's what I remember then. And I thought it was shot really well. Like, I thought there was like one shot where like after it zooms out and shows the trident above his head, it zooms back into his face at kind of like a lower angle, and you see him kind of like looking out into everyone else. I thought that shot was really good.
I just wish we would have gotten a little bit more camera shots of the crowd reaction. But other than that, I think it was really good.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe, yeah. Then again, that's the thing. I think that was like also financial issues. Maybe they just didn't want to pay extras that much.
Yeah, because they had a small budget for this season.
They did have a small budget.
That's why you have to kind of give it leniency on a lot of things. But and it's a Disney Plus show, so which I don't know how you get a small budget for Percy Jackson.
I mean, to be fair, it was season 1. The book, the movies
And I
didn't
don't know
do
how
well.
like, and you said it to me, but like getting Lin-Manuel Miranda for Hermes.
Yeah, I literally said that. I was like, dude, like you guys have a small budget. How much are you carving out of that budget to get Lin-Manuel?
No, but
Miranda?
I feel like Lin-Manuel Miranda, he's a theater kid. I feel like if he actually likes Percy Jackson, he'd probably do it for a way reduced fee.
I guess, but I'll go on to my next pro. I thought the Percy Annabeth Grover dynamic specifically when they're all together was done really good.
Yeah, when the three of them, but like when it was just two of them at times.
Yeah, like when it was like I thought when it was just Percy and Grover, it wasn't as bad as when it was just Percy and Annabeth. I don't think we got any scenes of just Annabeth and Grover.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen in the books, so like be fair.
Yeah, but I'm saying like so I can't say whether it's good or bad, but like I thought all three of them together the dynamic was really well, and I thought they had a really good scene after they killed Medusa and Electo, even though I have issues with that scene of them killing them.
Yeah.
I thought that scene where they were like talking about like choosing each other and how like or like Percy was like, you know, what was the thing that Medusa offered you? She was like, oh well, I could leave you guys behind to continue the quest, and she's like, oh, I went behind her back and did this. And Percy says the same thing. I thought that was a good scene because they established them actually being really good friends. Yeah. Because like we have other moments in the book to get to that point where it's like, yeah, these guys are best friends now. But okay, I'm sorry, there was a weird little cut there. I got a phone call, but yeah, I really liked their dynamic. What else did I like? I thought the Annabeth and Hephaestus scene was really good. And I thought Percy turning into gold was probably the best CGI in the show.
Percy turning into gold, oh yeah.
I thought that was probably the best CGI in the show.
Yeah. Is it better in the second season, the CGI?
It's okay. Like, I don't know. It's not like worlds and bound better, but like it's definitely better. I thought the Poseidon casting was spot on. That is Poseidon.
The Poseidon
bro.
casting was good.
That is Poseidon.
I have my problem with a lot of the castings, but not the Poseidon.
Poseidon was fucking good, bro. Because then, especially with the actor they chose to cast, you could definitely see like, okay, I can believe that those two would have a blonde child. I could believe that, like, especially because I think Poseidon had blue eyes and Sally had blue eyes. I could believe that he has blue
Poseidon
eyes.
is green, but yeah.
Did he have green eyes? Oh, well, Sally had blue, so it doesn't matter as much. But still, I could believe that they had like a blonde, like, I don't know, like. I thought he was just cast.
Or no, maybe it was the other way. I think Sally had green and Poseidon.
No, Sally had blue. I know for a fact. Yeah, Sally had blue.
Well, in the show she does, but in the book as well.
Oh, I don't know about the book, but I'm talking about the show.
Oh yeah, in the show.
I think in the book she also does, but I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was really good. And I'll get into the best casting I thought on the show. Sally, in my opinion, had the best acting in the season. It's not close. I thought her work in the flashback scenes was really good. Her work in episode
they gave her a way
really
larger
good.
role. That's
in episode 8, when her and Percy reunite, like even the small acting she gets to do there, like she's by far and away the best actor in season 1.
Bro, there was a scene at the very start where like the first time they showed her behind when she was raining, I'm like, did they cast Winona Ryder? Like it low-key looked like her for a second, and I was like, what? Dude,
imagine Winona Ryder as Sally Jackson. That would be so bad.
Yes, it would.
That would be so bad. But yeah, I thought that was the best acting in the show. I thought that was the best casting choice in season 1. I think obviously with time, you're gonna like. I think Percy and Annabeth and Grover are gonna end up be proving better castings. But in terms of who gave the best performance in season 1, I think it was Sally and her actors.
I'll just say this now. I think they will get better with time. But they are going to grow out of their roles very quickly, especially
I think
if
they continue like waiting 3 years between seasons, then yes. But they're already going to shoot and release season 2 and season 3 back to back. But is it they have to wait for season 4 and 5 to get renewed?
Oh my god, bro. Yeah,
because they didn't like greenlight all 5 seasons at once.
Because there's so much that happens. Like this is why I say getting a Heroes of Olympus series is gonna be so unrealistic. Because that's probably we'll say 3 more.
There's a lot of fan demand though, so I don't know if it is unrealistic.
There's fan demand, but bro, that's gonna be getting filmed when those characters are all 26.
That's to be fair, but yeah, okay. Next one's pretty small. I thought the fight scene against Ares was pretty good.
I actually really like that fight scene.
Yeah.
Like I like how they did that. He cut his foot. Like they took that straight from the book. Like how they did the waves. They did all that. I really liked all of that. And
I'll get into like this is my biggest pro of the whole season, is that even midway through rewatching the episode, it was clear even midway through rewatching it that episode 8 alone saved some of the pacing issues and other problems with the season. I thought it was by far and away the best episode of the whole season. It completely stuck the landing, and it was genuinely good from front to back. Like I thought, like from front to back, there was no like filler moments. There was no moments that felt nearly as rushed as other moments within the season. And like the fact that like that they had a good finale helps them so much. Because I think that's one of the reasons why they ended up getting renewed for season 2 and why season 1 did so well is because yes, I had issues with episode 1. I had issues with episode 4. I had issues with episode 6. I didn't like a lot of things in this show. I didn't like a lot of the problems with this show. I thought they were like too big of problems.
The pacing in episode
But
6,
episode 8 really saved the show. I was ready to give this show on a rewatch a 6 out of 10, maybe even a 5.5. That's how bad I thought it was. But because of the finale alone, I'm like, that alone gives it at least half of a point because of how good the finale is.
I put higher because I was trying to think in like, bro, because I was like, if I think in my own opinion here, I'm going to be so biased and I will give this a 3. But I'm like, I have to kind of be like a very unbiased here, so I give it 7.5.
Yeah, but
okay, that should be all for us for now. So we're gonna move into our next one, which I don't know if we said it at the start.
It's the wish list for the entirety of the DCU.
Yeah, we already did the Doomsday and everything, and we kind of didn't have any ideas here. So we're like, we'll talk about the DCU because we haven't really mentioned it that much yet, other than when we talked about Supergirl and stuff.
Yeah, we haven't really.
Did that one even get posted?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, when we talked about Supergirl. So now we're just going to talk about the entirety of the DCU. So this section might kind of jump around a bit, but it's just going to be like what we'd want to see, what we wouldn't want to see with characters, with creative decisions, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is. Just like a wish list for the DCU pretty much.
So since I started, you want to start with your do's?
Yeah, well, the stuff I do want. Okay. I'm going to push my agenda here.
Is this the Jacob Lord?
Yeah, you already know what I'm talking about. I'm going to push my agenda here. And listen, I when we started this podcast, I told you I don't think we should talk too much about fan casts. I only have 2 on here, so I try my hardest not to talk too much about it. I have no fan casts
on mine.
But Jacob Elordi is Batman. Okay, hear me out. He's 6'5" barefoot, so he has the physical stature. He already played the creature in in Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, and the physical presence that he has in that movie. I'm thinking, bro, you give him a cape and a cowl. You give him a small little Robin next to him, because that's the thing. You need you need a taller actor to play Batman. So because if not, you need the 10-year-old to really look like a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Because if you have a really tall actor who's playing Batman, you can get away with a slightly taller actor, maybe one who's like 12, 13, maybe even 14, playing like a 10 or 11-year-old because of the height difference.
Yeah.
And he'll be like around 30 when Brave and the Bold starts filming, assuming they want to aim for like a 2028 release date. And listen, bro, I just think him, Corn Sweat, you find a good actress for Wonder Woman, that's a good trinity there, bro. That's a good trinity.
That's one of mine, actually.
Because that's a good trinity. Because that's another thing is like, bro, I'm not going to lie. I don't like the idea of casting an actor who's going to be 36 by the time the first Batman movie releases.
Cast right now.
By the time the first Batman movie releases, I don't want an actor who's like already 36, because you want Batman to be around for 10 plus years.
Yeah.
You don't want him to get to the point where he's 46 and you have to get a stunt double for everything, and like he's no longer believable as Batman, because it's like, yo, like Batman isn't Iron Man. You can't have a 40-year-old playing Batman the same way you had a 40-year-old playing Iron Man. Because in Iron Man, his face is covered. He doesn't have to do a lot of that. But like, bro, Batman is always going to be a super active character. You can't have him be like 40 fucking 6. Like, I don't know.
Since you already mentioned it, this was a big one of mine, and me and you have talked about this so much.
Mm-hmm.
I need a good Wonder Woman, bro. Yeah. Like, Wonder Woman is one of the most important characters in any sort of superhero fiction
I have
ever.
something along those lines as
like,
well.
she has literally affected global politics in the real world. She is such an important character. And, bro, the first Wonder Woman movie.
Oh, it was good.
It was so good, but it had Gal Gadot.
But it was so good that you could excuse Gal Gadot.
Yeah, you can excuse it, but that doesn't make it better, bro. If take that Wonder Woman movie, put a 10 out of 10 actor there, that shit is like one of the best movies ever, bro.
Yeah, like, well, it really just was that good, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, like, do you
think they'll top it? Because rumors are the Wonder Woman movie is being fast tracked right now. It's in the process. I don't know
if they'll top that movie, but I think they'll top Wonder Woman's character from the Snyderverse.
Maybe, yeah. They have to top 1984. That movie was terrible.
I couldn't even finish 1984. Oh my god,
that movie was terrible.
No, but a good Wonder Woman, like, for me, this is like, in terms of an early, like, this is an early breaking point for James Gunn's creative direction of this DCU. Because if you get a bad Wonder Woman who is top
there's
5,
rumors that she's gonna be in Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah, who is one of the most important characters in DC ever. Like, she's more important than everyone except Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
So it's like, and here's my thing. I said this to him. We've had so many different Batmans. We obviously have a really good Robert Pattinson and everything. I would prefer a 10 out of 10 Wonder Woman actor in this universe over a 10 out of 10 Batman actor. And it's like, it's like because we've never had one. We've never even had a close to 10 out of 10 Wonder Woman actor. Gal Gadot was a 4 at best.
I think who was the one who did it in the 80s? I think she was okay, but like it's the 80s.
No, she was okay, but it's an 80s movie. Like I'm sorry, 80s superhero movies which weren't good.
They just weren't good, but obviously I think the 80s movies still had they still maintained what the characters stood for. They were just held back by their time.
Yeah, but also at the time the writing wasn't as good for any of the characters because that's when superheroes were just like, oh, save people. Like
pretty much. But okay, I'll give my next one. My next one is what my opinion is on what the Justice League lineup should be in this universe. Oh,
I didn't write that, but I wrote a few about the Justice League.
And here's what I'm gonna give, right? I think the first 5 are non-negotiable.
They're givens, yeah.
Right? So we're talking about Superman, we're talking about Batman, we're talking about Wonder Woman, we're talking about Flash, we're talking about Green Lantern. Those 5 automatic.
There's at least 3 more that I need to see on there, and I want to hear you say them.
And here's the thing. Martian Manhunter is a must.
Yes.
You need Martian Manhunter.
Yes.
It's one of the only characters that didn't get fucked up by Snyder, so you have to do it, right? Martian Manhunter is a Justice League character.
We've only ever seen him in a CW show.
Yeah, he is a Justice League character. A lot of people get lost because of how he was in Supergirl, but Martian Manhunter is a Justice League character.
Yeah.
He doesn't have Martian Manhunter doesn't have a rogues gallery. He's just a Justice League character. So
I think he has one actual villain.
That's what I'm saying. But bro, a lot of times his actual villains is just the white Martians, and that's a Justice League thing.
Yeah.
So it's you need Martian Manhunter, and here's what I have. I have Aquaman.
Aquaman needs to be there.
I put that he could be either swap with someone like Hawkgirl or Supergirl.
Not Supergirl, no.
Because I'm thinking they may want to put another female in the lineup.
Supergirl's
so it's not just Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Supergirl's so rarely a Justice League character, though.
Yeah, that's my point. I don't really associate her with
Hawkgirl
as much as...
It probably will be Hawkgirl because she's already on the Justice Gang or whatever.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't think that means anything because Mr. Terrific is not going to be on it, and Guy Gardner's definitely not going to be on it.
True.
So
I would say this actually kind of segues into one of my next points. One thing I really want to see...
But my point with Supergirl, I don't see her as a Justice League character, but the fact that she's I think the second character in the whole universe to get a solo movie, you never know.
They should do with her, not the way that they did Captain Marvel, but they should do with her what kind of what Captain Marvel's role is as just a kind of patrols the universe type thing. Where because
she's still on Earth hero.
Yeah.
I just think she would be better just to do her own thing, help out when she's needed. I think.
Yeah, but this segues into one of my next ones.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see niche heroes. I want to see Red Tornado.
No, bro.
No, because there's so many characters that it's they've never been done. Bro, they already did Mr. Terrific. How many people have heard of Mr. Terrific before the Superman movie?
Well, he was in the Flash show.
Bro.
Dude, the Flash show had crazy motion, don't even. CW Flash show?
Yeah, I watched bro, I love that show. But that's why I want Grant Gustin, bro. But no.
No, Grant Gustin's not going to be the Flash, bro.
No, I think he'll just be an older Flash, if anything. Because he dyed his hair blonde.
I think that means nothing, bro, but okay.
No, but I want to see niche heroes. I wouldn't consider Dr. Fate a niche hero, but I would want to see Dr. Fate as well.
I'm gonna be honest.
Red Tornado.
I kind of have the opposite point in what I don't want. I'm gonna be honest.
That's right. Because I want to see more. Because I want to see a lot done with this universe. I don't want to see it be just the Justice League and then they start doing fucking multiversal shit immediately.
I agree. I don't want to see multiversal shit. I don't want to see multiversal shit for a minute with DCU.
No, because I'm afraid that's the direction they're going. Is they're gonna give the solo movies? They're gonna develop their main cast that they'll have on the Justice League, plus maybe a few other characters, and then it's just gonna be Darkseid. No. Which I know James Gunn already said he doesn't want to do Darkseid.
Exactly. So. I'll get into it because I have opinions about that. I'll get into that when I get into what I don't want. But my next one is that this is really important to me. We have had Ezra Miller's Flash show up.
Yes, bro.
In the normal Joss Whedon's Justice League. He was in the Snyder Cut, and he got his own 2.5 hour long solo movie that it had Flashpoint as the main key point. And we still have yet to see a live-action Reverse Flash that isn't Harrison Wells. I need a live-action Reverse Flash in this universe. It is a non-negotiable because Flash is also a non-negotiable. If you're going to do Flash, you need to do a Reverse Flash. I am tired of having our only live-action Reverse Flash being the CW, and he's Harrison Wells half the time. I'm tired of it.
Well, to be
Give
fair,
me
he did
Eobard Thawne.
He did an amazing job.
He did an amazing job. Yes, I think he was the best actor in
But
that
they
show.
did play Eobard Thawne later on, though.
Yeah, but my point. Don't give me Harrison Wells' story though. I want Eobard Thawne.
Yeah, I want evil. Bro.
I don't want to see give me the Reverse Flash that's pushing Barry down the stairs as a kid because he wants to because he's petty. Give me that Reverse Flash.
You know what? I also said...
Don't give me a Reverse Flash who's teaching him how to be I don't need that.
Yeah, but I said this as well. This is one of the things I also want. I don't want Flash just to be a speedster. Or just to be all his villains be speedsters. Because it got to that point in the CW show. I want to see...
Yeah.
And we barely saw... Even in the CW show, they kind of really didn't do the Rogue Gallery that much.
They did.
But Captain Cold went and joined the fucking Legends of Tomorrow. And that was, started in season 2. So he was just gone. Captain Cold, Boomerang. I want to see a Flash Rogue Gallery, bro. Because we've never really seen a good adaptation of a lot of those characters.
Yeah, but live action Reverse Flash is a must.
No, he is a must.
And not only is he just you have to get him, you have to make him good. Because even though I love the CW Reverse Flash, I need to see Eobard Thawne. Stop giving me Harrison Wells. I'm tired.
Which one do you think was better? The Harrison Wells Reverse Flash or the Savitar from CW show?
Bro, Savitar was like that, bro.
Savitar was like that.
Savitar was like that, bro.
Savitar was like that.
Bro, middle school me watching Savitar on my fucking phone, dude.
Bro, I watched that shit in 4th grade on my days.
Dude, yeah. Savitar was like that. Yeah. But give your next one.
Ooh. No, I'm gonna save that one. Okay, I have a few Batman ones.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this one first. We already know the Brave and the Bold is gonna include the League of Assassins and Damian Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Jason Todd. I
think you might get disappointed with
that.
that.
I know I'm gonna get disappointed, but I want to see it. I want to see because Jason Todd worked with the League of Assassins.
I think there's a way you can make that work. I want
to see it because if it actually is Damian Wayne gonna be the Robin, I want to see it as when Damian left, they went and found Jason's body and revived him. I want to see that.
Maybe.
Because then you could get a fight between Jason and Damian where Bruce sees and he's and it's Damian has no clue what the significance is.
Maybe, yeah.
I want to see that because I actually...
There's definitely a way they could pull it off narratively and story-wise. I just don't know if they'll do it.
Since they're skipping the Damian, you have to find some way to develop the other Robins.
Well, yeah, because for Nightwing you'll have that. I'm assuming they're going to make Tim Drake the Robin of the Teen Titans.
The Red Robin. Or the Teen Titans, yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming because I don't think they'll make him Red Robin. I think they'll let him keep the Robin title, but they'll just put him into Teen Titans so they could write him off of Batman movies pretty much.
Yeah, so I think they might just make him Red Robin to avoid GA confusion though.
Maybe, but imagine they make him the Drake. That'd be so bad.
I forgot that existed.
No, literally, bad. But okay, I'll get my next one. This is another shameless fan cast that I have. Bill Skarsgård as Joker. For the people who have watched It, Welcome to Derry, and have seen him as Pennywise, there has never been a performance that screams Joker more than Pennywise. That is literally just supernatural Joker. That role is just supernatural Joker, bro. Bill Skarsgård, I don't know how you're gonna be able to do it, because I'm sure at this point he doesn't want to play another clown. His agents will probably tell him, if you play Joker, you're gonna get typecasted as the clown actor. But if you could find a way to get him in as the Joker, and you find a good 8 out of 10 or above actor for Batman, you're set when it comes to your Batman saga for 10 years.
For 10 years, at least.
For 10 years, dude.
At least.
You get it. Bill Skarsgård as Joker and a good actor for Batman, shamelessly plug Jacob Elordi. You can very easily have a good Batman saga. 10
I have one about Joker. I want to see Joker actually working with other villains. Because I feel doing just Joker, we've seen enough of just Joker in so many different media.
It has to be he has to team up with them in the right way.
I want to see
Joker should never be an equal to any of the villains.
No, he should never. But I want to see a Joker and Lex at some point.
Ooh.
I want to see that.
Bill Skarsgård Joker with a Nicholas Hoult Lex.
Exactly, bro.
Ooh, I like what you're cooking, bro. I like what you're cooking, bro. Okay, yeah, that's a really good idea. I actually really like that. Okay. Should I get my next one?
Yeah.
All right, you already kind of talked about it, but it's Wonder Woman. And here's my thing with Wonder Woman is that she is the heart of the Justice League, because in a lot of iterations she's the only female character in the roster. like the main setting.
Like, I'm gonna add this in. There is a lot of ways, and I've said this. There's a lot of ways where she's just the heart of DC. Like I guess Superman and Batman are more popular, but there's a lot of ways where she is the heart of DC.
Yeah, because the thing is, in my opinion, Wonder Woman isn't just the best female superhero of all time. She's the greatest in terms of like notoriety and popularity. She's the most popular. She's the most well known. And like in my opinion,
so
if you write her properly, she's the best written one. Like I don't want to get like political or anything, but like I feel like we live in a world now where there's like literally, I don't want to speak for women, but there's literally no good role models for like young girls, bro. I feel like you introduce a good Wonder Woman,
bro, especially with Euphoria season 3 coming out. Oh my days,
okay, don't get me. But like I'm saying, bro, you give a good Wonder Woman actress, lock her down for 10 plus years, and make her with good writing. Dude, that can influence an entire generation, bro.
Because I've already mentioned it, bro. Wonder Woman, like, if anyone doesn't understand, because obviously there was that whole thing of Wonder Woman doesn't belong in the Mount Rushmore. Like, bro.
Dude, she does.
Bro, I don't think people understand. She was literally an honorary UN member. That is a real-life political supranational organization, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm genuinely like such a big I need Wonder Woman to be.
Bro, I love Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman and her character. Like I really need to see her done well.
Bro, I need a.
That's why I say, like, bro, if I would prefer her character gets done justice over pretty much any other character other than Flash, just because he's my favorite.
Yeah, bro. Like Wonder Woman, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like I love Supergirl, but Wonder Woman is still my favorite female.
No, there's no female hero in DC. There's no female hero in Marvel that even comes like it's literally like anyone else is like 3 steps down the ladder from Wonder Woman, and that's being generous,
bro. Because the thing is, she's almost like a. I don't want to say this in the wrong way, but she's almost like in terms of who she is and her values, it's very similar to Superman.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have like the naivety that Superman has and the trusting. Like she still has like an edge to her, but she's still like he's still the same like hopeful and like loving person. And like
because her thing is she's compassionate despite seeing what she's seen. Because there's multiple iterations where she's seen her people massacred. And all of this. She's been through wars because she's hundreds of years old.
Like, bro, she comes from an island that hates all men, and she fucking like she's like somehow doesn't carry any prejudice towards them. Bro. And like I don't know, it's just she's such an important character to get right in terms of just like influence, because forget Superman. Superman has had a giant influence on people when Superman came out, right? Because obviously he's a really important character. Wonder Woman has like the ability to like, dude, if you could get a good villain for that movie, get a good script, get some good writing, get a really good like 10 out of 10 actor, bro, Wonder Woman could genuinely be a $1 billion solo movie. That's what I believe.
Yes, bro.
Like she's that good.
People don't understand how big that first Wonder Woman movie is. How big is the Black Panther movie when it comes out, bro? If you do a Wonder Woman movie that like good, bro, that is.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's actually probably the most important thing for the DCU as of right now.
Yeah, Wonder Woman. I just
like as much as I want to see this Supergirl movie be good. Like, bro, if this Supergirl movie is a 6 out of 10, but they deliver me a fucking 11 out of 10, you're never gonna hear me complain.
Yeah, bro. Like, I want the Supergirl movie to be good just because I love the Supergirl comic that it's based on. Like, I fucking love that comic. I just think that there's way too much potential when it comes to Wonder Woman, where it's like, dude, with Wonder Woman, like, that is, like, you play your cards right, that is a $1 billion solo movie.
Yeah, bro.
And that is the type of shit that will really fucking solidify your cinematic universe.
Yes, bro.
Like $1 billion solo movie is like where you're chilling.
Bro, you compare that to the first Avengers movie. That's what you compare that to.
Yeah. But give your next one.
This one's a lot. Like it's a lot of a different direction.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide. Okay, yeah, I'll do this one. I want to see the Justice League Tower in space.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not nearly as major as anything else we've talked about.
Yeah.
But like, I think
they'll do that.
I feel like the Justice League Hall looks really good already.
Yeah. I don't see them not doing it. Because like, bro, like the one good thing I can say about the DCU so far, because of how early it is
they've stuck to the comics.
Yeah, they're obviously not afraid of their source material. And you've heard me say this before. One of the main reasons why Fox fucked up with the X-Men so bad is because they were ashamed to be comic book movies. They were ashamed to be superhero movies. They didn't want to do anything with their source material. There's lines where it's like, Like they're all wearing black leather to go out to some mission, and there's lines where like, oh, what were you expecting? Yellow spandex? Yes, bro. It's a comic book movie. Yes, we're expecting yellow spandex. And like, I love how like this universe is not afraid to like, dude, you go watch Superman. He's fighting fucking interdimensional imps and kaijus, and it's like, and like he's wearing the trunks, and like,
Yeah, bro.
like that. That's the kind of DC you want to see, bro.
The only character I don't want to have the trunks is Batman.
And you like,
No, I would say I said the same. I want to see Aquaman with the hook hand, bro.
the hook hand, yeah.
Like literally, it's like small details like that mean a lot to a lot of audiences, bro.
Yeah, but okay, I'll give my next one. In my opinion, the first Justice League movie should have Martian Manhunter as the lead.
As the lead, wow.
Because here's the thing, I grew up watching
As the lead protagonist, you're saying?
Yeah, or like kind of like the introductory character to like introduce you to the movie, pretty much.
Okay.
Because here's my thing, I grew up on the Justice League Unlimited show, right? And the way Martian Manhunter is introduced in that show, that is my Martian Manhunter from that show. And the way he's introduced in that show is he's found by Superman because he mentally connects with Superman to tell him to come to this base. They have me held captive. That like we need to go save Earth from like the white Martians or whatever it is. And you see a lot of the formation of the Justice League comes because of them saving Martian Manhunter. Like, yeah, there were pre-established dynamics between Batman and Superman, and I think they knew about Wonder Woman, and I think one of them knew Flash or something like that. But the way they formed the Justice League was through that way. I'm like, that is a good way to do it, bro. That's a great way to form the Justice League. Like, to make the Justice League movie, the way it starts out should be, in my opinion, saving Martian Manhunter. Yeah. And having Martian Manhunter, like you have Superman, who's already had his whole character arc about, accepting humanity and being the beacon of humanity. You're already going to have, assuming, some sort of character arc for Batman about him coming to terms with the hero he wants to be because of Damian, You're going to have Wonder Woman who's going to, accept humanity and, learn to protect them, and
Do you think is it going to be a Wonder
those are going to be the
Woman
best
movie?
possible character. Yeah, because Wonder Woman's being fast-tracked, so there's no way that comes out after
No,
the Justice League movie.
but I'm saying, is it going to be an origins movie, or is it just going to be, we're thrown in with Wonder Woman?
I think it's going to be similar to what, the Avengers 1 was. Where, we might get an origin for Martian Manhunter, but all the other characters might be established already. So, that's what I want to see. Because I think you get those three characters, like the Trinity, to have good character arcs before that Justice League movie of, learning to, be better heroes and, accept the world around them. Then that sets you up perfectly to have those three teach Martian Manhunter what it is to be human, what it is to protect these people, all that shit. And that's when you can introduce other characters, whether it's, Flash, Green Lantern, Aquaman, or Supergirl, or Hawkgirl, whoever it is, whatever lineup they decided to end up going with. I just want to see Martian Manhunter be a big part of the Justice League. And I think having him be the lead would be very good.
Adding stuff as we go, because I'm, thinking of stuff. No, yeah, so with that one, yeah. I do love Martian Manhunter. There's a lot of iterations where his character's really good, but he's very easy to butcher. I can't even lie. His character is easy to butcher. Here, I'm gonna go on. This isn't even a fan cast. This is just a personal preference. I want Poison Ivy.
Yeah, you're just a gooner.
I want Poison Ivy. No, because actually,
in the Arkham games, Poison Ivy. Oh my god, bro. She's so fun.
But not even just off her attractiveness, her dynamic with Harley when they started actually developing that was really. Oh, we need a good Harley Quinn. Or Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. No, are they keeping her? Because they.
I don't know.
Because doesn't Peacemaker being in the Suicide Squad make it?
No, because what James Gunn said is that whatever we end up mentioning or whatever ends up getting shown in Peacemaker season 2 is canon, and there's no mention of Harley, and obviously Harley isn't shown.
Because I personally, I've always loved the Harley and Poison Ivy dynamic over the Harley and Joker dynamic. I prefer it being
But I still think you need to start off with Harley and Joker.
You need to start off with Harley and Joker, and then you can develop Harley's character. It's oh wow, she went insane for this dude, and he basically just fucking hated her.
Yeah, I think.
And then you go to Poison Ivy, and also I think Poison Ivy on live screen with good CGI is just gonna look amazing.
True, I just think that I don't know. That kind of goes into one of my things that I don't want, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I'll get my next one. I'll talk about this more to my reasoning when we get into the don'ts, but the build up to the first Justice League movie should have the same level of interconnectedness that Phase 1 of the MCU had, if not better. Yeah. So I don't want to.
I feel they've already kind of established that kind of track though.
In a way, but I'll get into that. But you have my point is you have the blueprint. Yeah. You have the blueprint. So it's do it. Just do it.
You have the blueprint, and you have a lot of ways you can actually make that better.
Exactly.
Because, bro, I think a lot of people don't realize DC was wiping the floor with Marvel before that Phase 1. Before that first Iron Man
MCU,
movie, the MCU brought that fucking entire franchise back from the ground. Because before that, bro, it was just Spider-Man basically carrying that entire goddamn universe.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
All right, give me next one.
My next one? Oh, shit, okay. We should probably only do a few more. Here, this is what I want. Like, we already kind of saw it in the Superman movie. I just want to see the bigger heroes not just being, like, bigger heroes. Like, actually doing groundwork and shit like that, bro.
I would say, yeah, when it comes to Batman,
for Batman, Superman as well. I want to see him just going around the globe doing shit.
Well, we already kind of see it, like, in the Super
that's why I kind of see that. Like, I want to see Wonder Woman doing it. I want to see Flash doing it, especially, because that motherfucker can literally be anywhere.
Yeah, but, like, I think there's more of a reason because, like, he doesn't have the superhero that Superman has.
Yeah, but I especially want to see Superman and maybe Wonder Woman when they get the tower and they have, like, oh, this is happening, the teleporter go. Like, I want to see, I want to see scenes like that. I don't want that to just be neglected. I don't want that to just be in a fucking Duffer Brothers off screen, bro. Like,
yeah,
I want to see that actually happening. You want to just do like one more pro and then we'll go to the cons?
I have a few more, but I can speak to them. Do you only have one more?
I have one more. You want me to do mine really fast?
Yeah,
like,
do yours and
this is something I want to see. If we do get, we already know we're not going to get Darkseid, or if we do, it's going to be like not as big of a role as the Snyderverse.
He's not going to be the big bad of DCU. That's confirmed.
I want to see Trigon, honestly.
Trigon.
I want to see Trigon.
You don't think that'd be better for like a Teen Titans movie?
I think it'd be a good way to introduce Raven and then start the Teen Titans.
But like, but I'm saying like, you think for the big bad of like the overarching big bad of the DCU? Trigon?
No, I'm not saying for the overarching. I just want to see him have a large role.
Okay. Yeah, no, I would see that for like a Teen Titans movie for sure.
Because I think the big bad, I think it's going to be Brainiac or the Anti-Monitor.
Well, it's not going to be Brainiac. It's going to be Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah, but I think they might bring him back or something. It might end up being, because they already know we're not doing Darkseid, so I think it might end up being like the Anti-Monitor.
I think more like being the Anti-Monitor. I think they're gonna do like a crisis event.
Yellow Lamp. Oh wait, fuck! I have one more I want to say. All right, do yours really quick.
Do I give the rest of mine or just one?
Yeah, just shoot through yours, and I have one more that I want to say.
Okay, my first one. The introduction to the Flash in this universe has to be at least an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10 or higher to revive that character's image after Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
After what Ezra Miller did. Like, and look, I'm never gonna get into it because that's not what we talk about on this podcast.
I have a few things on my don'ts that I have to talk about Flash.
Yeah, but when it comes to Flash, look, you're a bigger Flash fan than I am, but it's very obvious that especially after that movie, after everything that happened with Ezra Miller, you need the introduction to that character to be at least an 8.5 out of 10 or better, because if not, I don't see how you're going to be able to not just revive that character's image, but like bolster it back up to where it was back when he had the biggest show in the world. You know, because CW's Flash, those first 4 seasons, bro, you could not go anywhere without someone talking about the Flash.
Yeah, bro.
It was that, like, they had motion, dude. And that was CW. You give Flash a good couple solo movies, bro, there's no telling what you can do.
Bro, because that CW Arrow and that CW Flash show and kind of the superhero show for, like, the first season, I'd say, was actually, like, that was keeping the DCU alive, bro.
No, for sure.
All right, here, you got a few more?
Oh, yeah, I'll give him that. Okay, my next one. Cyborg should be part of the Teen Titans, not the Justice League.
Yeah, Cyborg should be a part of the Teen Titans. He should not be a Justice League character.
He should not.
Like, the only
maybe you could eventually graduate him to that, but no. I hated the decision they took with making Cyborg, like, not just a member of the Justice League in the Snyderverse, but they made him the lead.
Yeah. The only way that Cyborg should ever be in the Justice League is if you just completely remove the Teen Titans and do Young Justice.
Yeah.
That's the only reason Cyborg should ever be in the Justice League.
Young Justice, Teen Titans, like,
a bit different.
Yeah, they're a bit different, but like, I guess. But all right, my next one. This is also very personal bias, but this is a personal bias list, and you've heard me talk about this a lot. I want to see Mr. Freeze as a Batman villain so badly, bro. I need to see it, bro. Mr. Freeze. I'm sorry, we haven't seen him since Batman and Robin, and that shit was terrible. But like, I need a Mr. Freeze in a live action movie that doesn't have a Batman that has nipples. I need to see Mr. Freeze in a good movie.
Every time I'm reminded that suit had nipples, bro.
Yeah, bro. I need to see that though. Yeah, for sure.
You're gonna do one more, and then I have one short one and one long one.
Yeah. All right, this is my next one. Superman is the face of the DCU.
Yes.
Evil Superman, Bizarro Superman, Red Kryptonite Superman, all of it has been overdone. Don't do it. No one wants to see an evil Superman again.
That's in the don'ts, bro.
Yeah, I guess you could say it is in the don'ts, but still, I just don't.
That was one of my don'ts. I'll do that. So
Yeah, don't give me.
Here, let me go over this. This one's small. I want to see developed Lantern Corps, especially the Yellow Lanterns.
Yeah, I agree. I think they might end up doing that because of the fact that like if they do like a Lantern season 2, then that could be more of like developed.
Yeah, you're gonna
Lantern
run out of
Corps.
things to write about.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, and when we do my last one really fast.
Yeah, you could do your last one.
This one is also a very personal bias because I know he's not like the biggest character outside of like a few comic lines and shows, but this was a very popular fan casting at one point. This was a very popular character that people wanted to see because there was rumors. Booster Gold.
No.
I want to see.
I actually have something written about Booster Gold in here.
I want to see because my thing is Booster Gold is such a good character. When you actually look into his character, him being that false man, him being like, especially in that animated show when everyone calls him Green Lantern, it actually like, bro, like the concept. If you do a Booster Gold show that is actually focused on the emotional side of Booster Gold, that shit could be easily a 9 out of 10. Like I want to see a very good Booster Gold show, especially with a good casting for him. Like I wouldn't be fine for what's the guy's name? The guy from Twisters, the blonde guy, Glenn Powell.
Oh, Glenn Powell, yeah.
I would be perfect. I would love Glenn Powell as Booster Gold.
Maybe. I don't know. Can I start with what I don't want? Because my first one is talking directly about what you just said.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. Here's what I wrote down. The right characters and storylines need to be prioritized.
Well, no, yeah, obviously you prioritize stuff, but like
B or C list characters should not be getting projects before the big legacy characters. Example, there should not be a Booster Gold show / movie before we get a Batman or a Flash.
No.
There should not be a Jimmy Olsen show that has Gorilla Grodd as the main villain before we get a Flash.
That's actually happening, by the way, for people that don't know that. No, I want him as a character, but I want him later on. Like, I would prefer to get Booster Gold.
Later on, that's like when you said Red Tornado, I'm like, dude, I'm not even thinking about Red Tornado right now. Give me a good Wonder Woman. Give me a good Flash.
I wrote for my vision of the entire universe. That's what I'm saying.
I feel you.
Like, Red Tornado is like a Phase 4 type thing, bro.
Yeah, but like, my thing is get through Phase 1 through 3 right now.
Yeah, bro. Okay, here, I'll do mine. Because you already said it. I don't want to see evil Superman. Like, I don't want to see Red Kryptonite Superman.
I hate it. It's so overdone, I can't.
I don't want to see Bizarro.
The Injustice is so much damage, bro. I can't.
I don't want to see Bizarro. Like, I really don't even want to see variants of Kryptonite. Like, unless we get the pink Kryptonite. I'd love pink Kryptonite, you know?
No, but that's another thing with Injustice. Not only did it fuck up Superman's character, Wonder Woman got butchered in that fucking shit, dude. Wonder Woman got butchered in fucking Injustice.
Oh, my days, the game. Oh, my days. Okay, your next one.
Okay. Here's what I have. To compete with Marvel, you have to try to improve upon their blueprint, not disregard it. Because you will not make something better than phases 1 through 3 of the MCU without using that blueprint.
Phase 3 was... What was Phase 3? Was that...
At the end of Phase 3 was Endgame, I think.
Was Endgame? I thought that was the end of Phase 4.
No. And here's the thing. The DCU has the advantage of starting out with all of their characters available to them. Yeah. Because the MCU had to start out with their franchise guy being Iron Man. No one knew anything about Iron Man before the MCU.
Yeah, no one cared about Iron Man.
Exactly.
Captain America was such a nothing. Like, bro, I don't think people realize, before the MCU, it was Spider-Man, the X-Men, and then you had Nothing Burger.
Exactly.
Nothing Burger.
So I'm saying the DCU has the advantage of starting out with all their characters available to one. And their big legacy characters are way bigger than Marvel's.
Way bigger.
Like, Batman is bigger than anything they have. Superman is bigger than anything they have. Wonder Woman.
Spider-Man competes.
Other than Spider-Man. But, like, Spider-Man is basically, like, a Sony thing at this point, bro. But, like,
yeah.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, that's bigger than any of the characters they started out with. Flash, Green Lantern. Oh, these characters are so much well-known. And, like... You have...
I can make an argument that Aquaman is bigger than most of them.
But I'm saying, like, they have all their characters available to them, and their big legacy ones are way more popular than Marvel's. Don't fuck it up because of bad writing and bad planning.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, Phase 1 has to... the DCU has to have the same level of interconnectedness that Phase 1 had. Dude, you have the entire blueprint for Phase 1 and 3. You have the entire blueprint.
Plus, it's really easy to do because your Phase 1 characters are actually, for the DCU, are going to be stronger. They're going to actually be able to more global than just, like, than Black Widow and Iron Man are.
Yeah.
Okay, here, I'll do my next one. I'm going to decide. Okay, yeah. This one's a smaller one. I don't want to see Lobo have a large role. I've never liked Lobo's character. Lobo as a character is if you took a 7-year-old and told him, make a character. Lobo is literally so unbelievably broken for no reason. There's no reason. Like, if you look at his comic feeds, Superman literally looks like a child next to Lobo. It is bad. He's funny, but in like the dark, edgy, funny way. That's really not that funny after
Oh,
like
yeah,
2 times.
I never really got the hype with Lobo.
He's really only funny for like 10 minutes. Yeah. And it's like, we already know he's going to be in the Supergirl movie. I want to see him just have a super minor role and then just fuck off.
I think he has like 2 fight scenes. I don't think he has a big role.
Yeah, I literally just want to see him fuck off after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a smaller one, so you can go.
Okay. Here's a big one for me. And I feel like a lot of people might not agree with me, but I'm going to say it anyways, right? Do not get carried away with making villain solo movies.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Clayface and Man of Tomorrow, which is going to be Lex Luthor-centric, on top of 2019's Joker and the mess that was Joker 2, all that is enough. I do not want to see a reverse Flash solo movie or a Sinestro movie. Just leave them to be the villain.
Reverse Flash.
Leave those characters to be the villains of the hero movies. I don't want to see more solo villain movies.
The Clayface
I understand everyone wants to make them because Joker 2019 made $1 billion. Yeah. But that does not mean you can recreate that shit. Because ask Sony. Sony knows. Kraven the Hunter, terrible. Madam Web, terrible.
Movies.
Venom movies.
Okay.
The first one was okay. The next 2, terrible. It's like, don't do it, bro. Don't fucking do it.
Like, I feel like you can get away with Clayface.
When
Clayface
DC tried making the Catwoman movie, terrible.
I forgot about that.
With I think it was like Michelle Pfeiffer, terrible. The villain solo movies are almost always bad. You just had that one outlier in Joker 2019. Now it's like, oh, we gotta get it again.
You had that, and then you had the Loki show, but the Loki show's not even a villain show, I would say.
No, because he's literally acting like a hero throughout the whole show, so it's not the same thing.
It's the story is him becoming a hero. Okay, here I got another really big one. You want this? Mm-hmm. I do not want to see Flashpoint at all.
Fair, yeah.
We've already seen it in shows. We saw it in the fucking Snyderverse.
I'm saying if you need a reboot, I don't mind seeing it.
If you need a reboot, I'd be fine with Flashpoint. But I do not want to see Flashpoint until 2033, bro. Minimum. Bare minimum.
Well, we might not get Flash till like 2030.
Yeah, so then 2040, I don't want to see Flashpoint, bro. Like, it's like deadass. Like, it is a bare minimum. I do not want to see that shit because they don't write it well. Every time they do it, they do not write it well. Like, it's only been done good in the animated show and then some of the comics.
Yeah,
like it wasn't good in the CW show. I'll say that. Flashpoint was horrible in the CW show.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Flashpoint was even worse in the fucking Ezra Miller movie.
Yeah, because they did it with no reverse Flash. It's like I still don't understand how you could do that.
Yes,
I still don't understand why
they did fucking that. Zod as the main villain. Like, dude,
that's ridiculous. But alright, should I get my next one?
Yeah.
Alright, this one is less about the DCU and more just James Gunn specifically. Okay. And that is James Gunn needs to get his bitch ass offline. Okay?
Yeah, he does. He
keeps talking to fans way too much, and at times it feels like he listens too much and allows fans to sway his decisions. Like, he should not be openly allowing fans to bully him into a Batman with white eyes, even though we know it's going to look bad. And he should not be overhyping his own projects like he did with Peacemaker Season 2's finale. If I see a Batman with white eyes throughout the whole movie, it's fucked. Because every argument I see, because here's the thing, I'm actually really petty when it comes to this white eye shit. Because they're like, oh, well, Wolverine did it in Deadpool Wolverine for one scene. It looked okay at best. I didn't personally like it.
I liked it, but there was that one CGI clip that made me hate it.
Like, it's like, yo, you want to see a whole movie with that? Really?
Yeah.
After what you just saw with Robert Pattinson's acting through his eyes, you want to see a Batman with white eyes throughout the whole movie.
You leave that for
animated, bro.
That's something that's only ever gonna get pulled off in animation or comics.
Yeah, leave that shit for animated.
Because there they can actually still express the emotion on his face through the eyes. You can't do that in a movie, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm saying leave that shit for animation. Do not bring I will die on this hill. I fucking hate white eyes in live action. I feel like the only character who has ever gotten away with it in live action is Deadpool.
Yeah.
That's the only character who has ever gotten away with it in live action. And that is because he is genuinely an anomaly because of the type of character that he is. You cannot do Batman with white eyes in live action. You cannot.
You saw he got released in Marvel Rivals?
Oh, yeah, I did see that, yeah.
Bro, apparently he's actually, like, crazy good or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But
here's my next don'ts. No time traveling. Like, okay, time traveling characters. I know there's a few.
You're gonna get it, bro. With Flash, you're gonna get it.
Yeah, but I don't want to see. I don't want to see Superman spinning the world to make to make time turn back. Like, I don't want to see that.
I think they did it in the CW though.
I think they did it with the CW Superman, but he was barely shown. He was only shown like twice.
Well, he ended up getting his own show.
Yeah, like later on. Yeah. That show was decent.
I heard it was okay. Alright, should I get my next one?
You go ahead. I don't have that many left.
I have a few left. Okay, next one. and I kind of feel like they're already kind of heading down this direction, is do not overload the universe with TV shows, especially centered around characters that aren't going to feature in other projects like Marvel has post Endgame.
Like Jimmy Olsen.
Like Jimmy Olsen, bro. Is Jimmy Olsen really going to play that big of a role in the whole universe for him to get his own solo show?
That show kind of goes with the James Gunn thing, where I feel like that's just fan service to like the comic nerds on Twitter.
Like, dude, you're building a cinematic universe. Don't just give like your priority right now should not be making a Jimmy Olsen show. It should not be making a Booster Gold show. Give me Batman, give me Wonder Woman, give me Flash, give me Aquaman.
Yeah, like the actor for Jimmy Olsen did good in the Superman movie, but not good enough to deserve his own shit right off the bat. And I don't understand why Gorilla Grodd...
why is Mr. Miracle getting his own show before we have established legacy characters in the DCU? That's ridiculous.
Like, the only reason you should be doing that is if you plan on directly tying it to the introduction to one of the characters.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to. There's no connection there. Unless you fucking pull some shit out of your ass. Like,
yeah, bro, Mr. Miracle is...
That's what I'm saying. Like, it just makes sense to me. Like, bro, you look at Marvel post-Endgame. We're never going to see Moon Knight again. We don't know when we're going to see Kate Bishop again. We don't know...
She's getting a season 2.
If you believe rumors, yeah, she's getting a season 2. But, like, we're, like there's other characters that, like, this applies to that, like I can't remember. Like, we're never gonna see Ironheart again. Probably, we're never gonna see Echo again. Like, we're not gonna see so many of these characters again. Or if we do see them, it's not gonna be for like maybe like if they somehow get a season 2. But like, do not overload this universe with TV shows.
Yeah, don't,
because that's what has hurt the MCU so badly going into
because they were trying to fill the gaps between their big projects. So they're like, fuck it, whatever. And it's like, bro, you're doing that, and the only people you're actually appeasing are comic nerds. But then you do it and you deliver it badly, and the comic nerds hate it.
Exactly. So it's like, bro, what are you doing it for?
Yeah.
You know, like, bro, like we're never gonna see She-Hulk again.
Name a single person who liked the Echo show.
I never even watched it. I didn't even know it was airing.
Yeah, I didn't even hear of it until he mentioned it to me one day, bro.
Literally.
Like, okay, here's my next one. I don't want to see any Injustice / Civil War anything.
Yeah.
This is like one of my last ones. I don't want to see any Injustice / Civil War anything, bro. Like, we already saw it in Marvel and they did it good. We've already seen Injustice in the Snyderverse. We've already seen Injustice in the games. I don't want to see that, bro. Just have it be heroes versus villains, or maybe anti-heroes.
Yeah.
Or anti-villains, whatever the terminology is.
We gotta get to the rest. So I'll how much do you have left?
I have like one left.
Okay, I'm gonna just speed to the rest of mine. You can give your last one. My next one. You cannot have a live action Teen Titans team that feels like coworkers.
They need to be a family.
You might be able to get away with that with the Justice League, maybe. The same way you could get away with it like with Avengers.
Also, really.
But the Titans are meant to be a family.
I need to see Beast Boy and Raven.
Yeah, you need to. I need to see Robin and Starfire, even if it's Tim Drake. I can't have it be, you know, like those characters need to feel like a family. And Cyborg is a big part of that.
It'd be so weird if they did that, and then if they had the Teen Titans with Tim Drake and they still made a Starfire or a Dick Grayson thing. It'd be so weird if they did that.
Weird, but I don't know. That's just like I need to see them be a family. My next one. There's a really big important one, bro. And this kind of applies to Marvel as well and just all comic book movies. Do not prioritize spectacle. Do not prioritize spectacle above good stories.
Yes.
So like big CGI fights at the end of Justice League movies is not gonna be what makes people tune in. It's the stories and the character arcs and the character dynamics that makes people want to watch.
Yes, you don't want like just a scene to be remembered by. You want your movie to be remembered.
Exactly.
That's like bro, like this, like the Thunderbolts movie. People remember it because it was actually a very well written movie.
Yes, people like Thunderbolts way better than they liked some of like some other projects that were considered bigger in terms of spectacle.
But like Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, but it's because like the reason why they like Thunderbolts so much is because like look at the way they made that movie. They focused on the characters. And that's what you need to do. And my next one, this is probably the most important one. And I have the first three words of this note. I have in all caps. Cast responsible actors.
That was actually mine. That was mine.
The DCU has the potential to become way bigger than the MCU ever will be because they're working with bigger characters and they're working with proof that a well thought out cinematic universe with patient storytelling is not just possible, but it's worth it. Do not mess that up by casting an actor for a vital character that will end up being involved in a big scandal.
Like
do not mess that up.
Like, bro.
Yeah. Do not mess that up by casting, I don't know, just to say a character, a Green Lantern that beats his wife. Don't do it.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I know you can't control that, Like, because all it takes is, like, you know, someone making a bad decision one time.
Yes, bro. But reiterate, make them sign fucking contracts, whatever,
Yeah,
bro.
like, dude, cast responsible actors, especially with DC.
Because that can wreck your universe. It seriously can.
Literally, bro, the Flash movie got delayed so many times because of just Ezra Miller.
Bro, people are already trying to cancel David Cornsweet for like something random. I think he said like something.
It doesn't matter.
It's like, bro, people in general will try to find anything to tear down.
Exactly.
They will
Just
try to
cast
find anything,
responsible
bro.
actors. Please, like, I can't reiterate. Like, Jonathan Majors Kang. The MCU has gotten fucked over because of Kang.
Yeah.
So now they have to fucking
have to rush Doom.
put Doctor Doom as a shoe-in villain. And it's like, that's why people are so afraid of Doomsday being bad and being a mess. It's because he wasn't even in the lineup.
Bro.
All right, and I'll give my last one. No one knows yet what the first big bad of the DCU will be, but for sure. Like, we think it'll be the Anti-Monitor, but we don't know. But I put, it better not be a multiversal threat / character.
Yeah.
The MCU has shown that in order to pull that off, way too many things have to go right, and it's just not worth it, in my opinion.
I think the MCU had like one good multiversal anything.
Who? Or No Way Home?
Yeah, No Way Home.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
I think every other time they try to do multiverse shit,
it was a mid at best.
and the DCU has already kind of poked at it with the Peacemaker shit, and like, you got away with it, right? No one's really complaining about the multiverse shit in Peacemaker. Don't try to push your luck.
Backtrack and don't pull that up until phase 5.
Yeah,
bro.
Don't push your luck when it comes to that, bro. You got away with it because it was like kind of like a minimal thing.
Yeah.
Right? We saw like Dimension X and that was cool. Don't start introducing variants and anchor beings. Like, no. I don't want to see that.
No, I hated the anchor.
If you're going to introduce concepts like that, you wait until basically all your legacy characters are written off or dead, and you need something to continue your story. That's the way you pull that out. Do not pull that out when Batman is still active. I'm sorry.
Yeah, though, bro. Like, literally, I never want to see Batman in a multiversal thing, bro.
Like, I never want to see a variant of Batman in live action communicating with a
even
the way they did in the Injustice game, where you had a Batman versus Batman fight. I don't want to see that in live
even
action.
in the show where they had the Justice League with the evil, League of Evil or whatever.
Whatever it's called. I think it was called like the Crime Syndicate or something.
Yeah.
I got what you mean. All right, give your last one.
My last one was I had the multiverse and I had the actors thing.
Oh, okay.
So I read both of those. So you want to just do like one more and then we'll be done?
No, that's my last one.
Oh shit. Okay, well, yeah. So those are do's and don'ts. There's probably more that we just didn't think of.
Yeah, we just kind of wanted to get through this episode.
It's such a broad, there's so much to do considering there's only been one movie so far.
And I'm sure we'll end up talking more about it. We might even do like another one like down the line.
Yeah,
after more projects get released.
A year from now, when Wonder Woman's been when we got more news about that, you're probably gonna hear from me a lot about it. But.
Yeah, especially if she gets introduced in Man of Tomorrow. But yeah, I think we're just gonna cut it off here. Is there anything else we want to say or no?
No, I think for now we're good.
We're
gonna do our next episode is gonna be Percy Jackson season 2 because the finale comes out this week.
Percy Jackson season 2. We still have to figure out what's gonna be like our secondary segment for that. But yeah, that'll come out next week, Sunday. You know, we're gonna try to release every Sunday, ideally. The time may vary because of life, but yeah. Thank you guys for listening, watching. Hopefully we can actually get some motion.
Yeah, just interact with whatever way you can. We'd really appreciate it.
We'd really appreciate it.
If y'all want to leave comments just saying how we could do stuff better or what you would like to hear us talk about or something like that, we'd be perfectly fine with doing that.
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna cut it off here. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week.